So, I don't know,
Well,
maybe,
considering that Crackdown was exclusive to 360 as well. So,
that's what I was
you know,
thinking.
maybe they prefer to work on exclusives. Yeah.
Possibly.
And PR2 has been cancelled. I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh wait, what's that?
That's that quad bike.
Yeah.
I never really
I don't
liked
really
those
mind
things.
that.
Okay, on to the
Main topics, yeah.
main topic now. Denis Dyack, do you guys know who he is?
Nope,
The guy who made Too Human.
Okay.
I haven't actually played that.
He said the industry is making more games than consumers can handle. And quote unquote, there were 300 or so games released last November.
Whoa.
We are in a state of performance oversupply. What do you guys
So
think?
300 games over every platform.
Over all platforms, yeah.
That's a
So-
lot.
In one month, just in November.
That's saturated to be on point there.
Mm-hmm.
Because look, firstly, you have to consider how many people buy more than one game a month anyway.
Yeah.
And if you got 300 of a choice,
Mm.
majority of the thing is they're going to buy the one that stands out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you know, there's only gonna be maybe 10 out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But even we have to remember they got all these like what is it, Imagine Line and My Pony on the DS and all this ridiculous
My
nonsense.
Little Pony, yeah.
So I'm assuming he's adding all that as well.
I see that in your greatest hits collection.
I've got it on my shelf, man.
Limited
Limited
edition.
edition. I haven't opened
He
it
hasn't
yet.
even opened it, I know. I'm quite surprised.
So what do you guys think? Do you think they should be concentrating on more core games, not core games for hardcore players, I'm just saying more quality games, or because of the Wii they're cashing and the DS they're cashing in on this
I think because of the casual audiences, a lot of these smaller, cheaper games, so to speak, are being made just to cash in. You know, I think it's a shame because it kind of brings down the whole, you know, quality image of the gaming world.
Yeah,
That's true. But the thing is that when you think about how many games are released, how much, you know, how many are released on each target audience, you know? One game might not be for every target audience. 300 games, they're trying to hit every target audience possible.
Yeah.
So a kid who's up to 10 years old will not possibly buy something that's 15 plus.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a person who's very old won't buy a game that's for a kid, you know? So I think 300 though is a big
that's quite
number
a
of
big
games.
amount. Don't forget this is for 1 month. This
One
is
month.
the year.
That's what I'm saying, for 1
So
month.
weekly that would be about
So
70.
it depends.
75 games coming out a week.
How many days?
On average.
There's about 30 days. Yeah. You're talking 30 times. You're talking possibly every day more than 10 games. You know, per game per day.
And this is of all the platforms as well.
Yeah, exactly. So
And at most, I say a person would buy 1 game a week, possibly 2 if they're being generous to themselves. Me myself, I
wouldn't buy.
I probably wouldn't even
me,
buy weekly. Maybe
I buy.
Some people say 1 game a month.
Quarterly.
Yeah. No, because don't forget, number one, the games cost a lot more now than they
were before. Yeah.
than they were before.
Yeah.
And
Well, actually, not.
well, they were kind of the same.
Come on, look at Snake's catalog. Those cartridges.
Okay, let's not go too far. Let's just say the PS2 era and the
Yeah.
Xbox era.
Okay,
They were like similar prices, but
Yeah,
at
£40
least-
you're looking
yeah.
at something, you know.
and even DS games now they're £30.
Hmm.
Some people say that's cheap, but if you think about it, that's still expensive for.
But
a
then
DS
the
game.
quality of the DS game.
Yeah.
But the
Kind
thing
of
is, you said
expensive.
it would hit in November, was it?
November 2008.
Okay, well, I think they were looking at a marketing strategy-wise for that, because December, leading up to December, is the big holiday
Christmas,
period.
yeah.
And
That's true. That's not
yeah.
going to be 300 games every single month. For the
exactly,
entire year,
yeah. So it's either that these titles were released only for the sake of it being a holiday calendar
Yeah,
part
that's
coming
true,
up,
definitely.
yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah.
but also because the fact that it's going to be something that these companies have come to completion anyway, you know. It's like, how long do you wait for a you know, like for example Tekken, everyone complains about get it out quickly,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
no, we're going to give it October now. Alright, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you complain a bit more, we'll put it December, you know. But with them, it's like some companies are dying to get this stuff out, others are not so fussed about it.
No, but that's probably for the reason that there's too many good games coming out in December.
Yeah,
anyway. So like, trust me, there's so many games that be pushed back. I'm assuming because of Modern Warfare 2.
Maybe
That's gonna sell like.
I think when Metal Gear came out as well, there were some sort of other games that
But the Metal Gear came out
was in April, wasn't it?
April time.
Yeah, but I think there was another game, I can't remember what it was. They delayed their release date just because of...
Konami game or just
I
general?
think it was a separate company, a different publisher. I can't remember what it was, but I remember reading something about it. That
There's a lot of games that they.
Yeah,
just
sometimes
delay.
we probably are oblivious to it happening, you know. But other the consumer industry people probably know that they've done this for a reason, a marketing reason.
There's a lot of strategies that go behind these actual dates.
We don't actually see it, or we probably are blind of it,
But some of them even admitted that they're doing it because the holiday season's too packed. They didn't say Modern Warfare 2 in particular or anything, but it's just too packed.
When is Modern Warfare?
Their smaller game won't sell as much.
November. Yeah. So you have to think of 300 in 1 month. I still think it's a lot. But I think they did it because
it makes sense considering what time of the year it is.
What time of the year?
That's true.
That's one. But also because the fact that they probably had no other game to release, coming up or to bank on, So competition is healthy in that essence,
I think it also comes down to the fiscal year, though.
Yeah.
The fiscal year doesn't start from January to December.
It's April.
So depending on what time it is. Yeah.
So I think if they would thought got no games left. Let's just publish it. Done. That's it.
Okay.
Moving on.
Next topic is next topic is cheap tactics. This is what I call it. Gears of War 2 content, the DLC was released and then pulled from Xbox Live, and it was half price. Microsoft said whoever bought it for half price get to keep it. Do you think this is just cheap tactics that they're using to promote their game? Not just the game, the DLC as well. It's like whoever bought it for half price, you can keep it.
Wait, can you elaborate on the situation? Because I'm not.
Basically, they got a new chapter that was apparently deleted from Gears of War 2.
Right.
Now they're releasing that as a single player
as a DLC.
Chapter. Yeah.
Right. But then they axed it and took it off.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened? It was put online.
Yeah.
But apparently, it was a mistake.
For the price, you mean?
Yeah, it was put for half price.
It wasn't even meant to come out.
It wasn't meant to come online, but apparently suddenly just came out, and everyone thought, okay,
someone apparently pushed the button.
Yeah, that's really gonna.
Saying it was a mistake. Quote.
This was the same thing that they did with Resident Evil 4 for the iPhone.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, they pressed the button and it came onto the App Store.
So basically, a handful of people got to buy it at half price, and now they're really excited about it. Or I've got it, and someone else hasn't. And
okay, so bragging rights, really.
Yeah, but
basically, it's a kind of promotion when you.
I think they said, "Oh, sorry, we should have done that." But I personally think it's just cheap way of.
Definitely a kind of promotion.
Okay, personally, I think I've worked in IT, and I know that by clicking one button doesn't do what exactly it says.
Obviously, but it's just the idea
of them saying that someone made a mistake, and it just come online, and for that price, and the e-commerce websites manage to make bank transactions possible because of it. It just doesn't work, It just sounds like a gimmick or a misleading statement from them.
It's clearly misleading.
Yeah, they wanted it to happen. They could have axed it a lot quicker than they did.
It's kind of like
how many people downloaded it? That's the thing.
Not too sure.
Okay, how long was it on there for?
Maybe on there for a couple of hours, I think.
A couple of hours.
1 or 2 hours, something like that.
That's a good time. I mean, I don't think it was that big as well. I think it was like 500,
a handful of people basically all of it.
So they never intended to release it?
Apparently.
Quote unquote.
So it's definitely promotion.
I think it's a clever ploy by them. It will make people come back and check them once again, or possibly play the game again or whatever.
Yeah.
And now maybe it pushes the value of those people who have it now. I mean, the people who have it though, have they said anything about it? Have they made any statements that it was great, or was it poor?
There have been a couple of user reviews on some websites, but nothing too like. There haven't been like hundreds of people.
There's only like a handful of people in it, so.
And it's actually Microsoft has said it's fine. It's not one of those, you got it early, so you can't talk about it until it's released. They said fine, you can do it.
But they are re-releasing it, or not?
Yeah, they're going to release it again. I can't remember what the date was, but they are.
I see.
They are going to release it again.
Okay. It does sound pretty funny. I'm not too sure.
Yeah. But it's like when would you know when they're gonna release it accidentally? It's like if you got on Xbox Live and you were just messing around in the Gears of War section, you suddenly found it at like 400 points, and then you can download it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Alright. Next one is: have you guys played Braid?
Braid?
Or seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Played it.
Xbox Live puzzler
arcade game.
No.
Okay, basically there's one guy called Jonathon Blow. He basically made the game.
I'm glad he's called that, not me.
He made the game himself, and it was pretty good. It was like time bending mechanics.
Yeah.
So people wondering what his next project would be.